all of a sudden we have taken a book that costs $15. We have charged a video course there. We've charged a digital meal plan. Sell whatever it is that you want and give your customers the chance to go and spend more and more money. Hello! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Tuesday, which means
time for the takeover.
Time for the takeover, baby. I am Scott. This is Jordan. We are here live to talk to you guys today about awesome e-commerce best practices and to take over a really big fitness brand. Exactly. Like a really big one, honestly. Yeah, we're going after big fish here today, and we're going to talk to you guys about how they monetize their audience and do very well. Very well. And then talk to you guys about what we would do differently, because today we are doing a takeover for this other hunky gentleman here. This is Mike Matthews, legionathletics.com. You guys can find him on YouTube and Instagram. He's got great followings pretty much all over the place, honestly. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, honestly, really nice size followings pretty much everywhere.
Oh yeah. Author of the famous book, the international bestseller, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger. And I think since that he has published over seven other fitness books, bestseller on Amazon in the fitness space. So he knows what he's doing when it comes to writing books.
And Jordan has some unique insight into this business in particular. Jordan, tell the audience.
I used to work for the guy. So I did all the videos for him. We did some photos together. Not photos together, but I did photos of him. So yeah, so if you go back and check their YouTube archives, you might see me in there.
You're going to get Jordan. You're going to get a lot of that. So every single week we talk about this number right here, right? Is that every single one of you guys should be shooting for this number is sort of your low end benchmark. Am I monetizing my audience well? Right? $1 per subscriber, right? So take your YouTube followers, your Twitter, your email list, everybody, right? Add them all up. And am I making $1 per subscriber per year, right? For Mike, right? Or sorry, it's not Mike. It is Mike. It's Mike. I was Mike and Matthew, two first names. Matthews. Total crowd pleaser. For Mike, right? That means something like $250,000 a year. He's got something like 100,000 on YouTube, something like 100,000 on Instagram. I'm sure his email list is pretty sizable, right? So we're going to guess by this benchmark, right? He's probably making $250,000 a year. Now we know, due to some insider information, right, that this is somebody who is doing many, many, many times better than that number, right? Enormously outpacing this number. We talk about this all the time, that SamCart sellers, SamCart creators are people who are doing $20, $30, $50 per subscriber per year. And this guy, right, everybody get a pencil out, start taking some notes, because this is someone who is very, very much in that range, right? In that top end range. So we're going to be studying what's working so well for this creator. Why are they doing so well? And how could you be applying the same lessons to what you're doing, whether you're in fitness or not?
Let's do it. All right. So how does he monetize? I can tell the quick origin story of this. So Mike started out just as an author. So he just wrote a book, and the book kind of caught on. And that was kind of the main driver. That was the main seller. It was blogging and being an author. And that was kind of the two money makers. Then it kind of just naturally grew from there. Say like, okay, now I'm selling a book. What else can I sell on top of this that can continue the customer journey? These people that are really into fitness, or that people who want to get into their fitness journey, where do they go from here? They read my book. What's next? And the next natural step was supplements. Very profitable supplements are, and they sell it at a pretty high premium. I call Legion like the Mercedes of supplements. So nice. They're not discount. They are not low grade quality stuff. And that's the profit maker. So like that I see as the recurring revenue. You get in
because you buy supplements and then you come back 3 months later to buy more supplements.
More supplements. I'm on a subscription. So that's kind of the entry. So you watch the book, read the book, watch his YouTube videos, and then they hook you with supplements.
And they keep you coming back for more. And then right now in Mike's business, this is really a footnote. I really honestly don't think this is that big of a deal for him, but he sells some meal plans. So some of them are custom. Some of them are sort of, pre-baked meal plans type things. Hey, if you're a vegan, right? Or if you're, someone who wants to cook at home, if you're, male, female, he kind of splits them up. So he's got some meal plans that he sells there as well. It should be noted that the books all sell via Amazon. They all sell via Barnes & Noble and, all this kind of stuff. The supplements and meal plans he is selling on his own site with a heavily customized version of WooCommerce, right? So WooCommerce with, I'm sure Mike has coders and developers and designers. He has a lot of people on staff to make this happen, right? And which can be a negative, can be tough, but there are a lot of really good lessons to learn and a lot of things that Mike is doing well. You guys can replicate yourselves with a tool like SamCart if that's where you want to go. So really quick, when I say the train baseball story, we use this slide kind of a lot, right? one of the things that I love about Mike's business is that he has multiple things to buy, right? It doesn't stop with, hey, here's one book and that's all I get. You know what I mean? One ebook, one course, one book, one anything, right, is a recipe for a really small business. All right. But the moment you start introducing other things to go buy, right, your business can really take off. And this was really the bedrock of why we built SamCart and how we grew our own 7- and 8-figure brands before SamCart, right? The very first thing we ever did was called Train Baseball. And that business would have been at the blue line, right? That kind of lower blue line, which was cool and it was nice. You know, it was a good sized business. But you know, especially cool when I was 19 and that's, you know, I was living in a college dorm room at the time. But the moment we introduced something else to buy and then a third thing and then a fourth thing and then a fifth thing to buy, right? Our business took off every single time. So if you right now are a one product business, if you are guilty of one and done sales, something that we harp on every single week here at the Takeover, right? Give me a guilty yes in the chat box. I'm imagining that's probably a lot of people, right? But here, right here, is your light at the end of the tunnel. Here is your blueprint for getting off of the hamster wheel that you're currently on, right, and growing. And that is introducing more things for your customers to buy. Jordan, another thing that we talk about every single week is shortening that path for someone from finding you to being able to buy your stuff. And I think that's something Mike does really, really well. Walk us through it.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Yeah, you shouldn't have this multiple websites where you're sending people from TikTok or Instagram to your landing page and then your contact page or your about page and then all these pages. And then your customer gets lost and they actually never buy anything. And then you think, oh, my sales page sucks. You're like, no, you just have a direction problem. You just have a navigational problem. That's what you have.
It's too many pages, especially on mobile, right? You got to think about mobile and things like that. It's too many different pages to load up and clicks and all this kind of stuff. Every time you do that, you are losing sales. Here, Mike does something different. Walk us through it.
Okay.
Three quick steps.
So we got YouTube, and then we go to a link in bio or kind of a link in your description, and it says, hey, buy the book here, and you choose like your favorite retailer. So we're going to choose Amazon because, of course,
most people would, I'm sure.
And then we go and buy an Amazon book, and then we check out, and we're done.
Exactly.
That's it.
Now, that's a nice short process. Here's what I like about it. I like that it's very, very few pages, right? And all of you guys should go to your own social media, go to emails, you know what I mean? And do what I call a click audit. All right, how many clicks, how many pages does it take for someone to find your product and buy it, right? If you are over 3 or over 4, you have got to shorten that up. You have got to make it easier for someone to go from discovery to buying your product, right? Which leads us back to problem number 1, okay? Problem number 1 is right now, you know, Mike is sending a lot of people over to Amazon to buy his book, which is fine. You know what I mean? It's not the worst thing in the world, right? But Amazon and selling on Amazon has got some problems and some things that we need to solve, right? Amazon hates creators, right? Absolutely hates creators. And let me show you why.
Put it lightly.
Here is Mike selling his book on Amazon, okay? And what happens? The moment you scroll down, okay, you are going to find a bunch of spaces that are absolutely dedicated to your competitors selling stuff to your people, right? What's the first thing another fitness person is going to do? They're going to get ads on Michael Matthews' page selling his book, right? They're going to get exposure for their own fitness brand there, or they're going to put their own products there, or Amazon is going to come in and say, hey, this niche looks pretty good. I'm going to slap some of our Amazon products right there, right? But all they're going to do is just promote your competition right there on the very same page. And all they're going to do by definition is help someone buy your book and move on, right? They're going to help your customers spend a ton of money, right? But they're going to help your customers spend a bunch of their money on other stuff that Amazon makes money on, okay? Not your stuff. Okay, so when Michael sends someone to Amazon to buy his book, he does not get that customer's email address, right? So he's not building his own list of customers. He's growing Amazon's list of customers. He then sends a 15 or 30% fee, depending on the product, over to Amazon. You were saying different products get charged different fees, right, on Amazon?
I think books are 15%. Yes, but like electronics could be like 30%.
It's huge. It's an enormous cut, an absolutely enormous cut, right? And then you can't sell anything else, right? Michael doesn't get the chance to say, hey, come buy one of my other books, or come buy a supplement, or come buy, whatever, as someone is checking out. Amazon instead is filling up all of that real estate with their own stuff, right? Other people's products, your competitors' books and stuff. Yep. It's wild.
Yeah, we can even go to the page right now. This is the live Amazon page. You got the book here, and if you scroll down, I think this is why he's written so many books, so that he can fill up all.
He does. He fills these up pretty well, actually.
Here are all my suggested other books, but yeah, 1, 2, 3.
John Wilson,
4,
Troy
5.
Horn, Nick Swettenham, Nick Schlager, Neatland Seth. I mean, it's all these people who are literally direct competitors, and Amazon saying, hey, would you like to check this person out, right? It's not a good experience, right? And so listen, everyone should, if you're selling stuff on Amazon, keep selling stuff on Amazon. I'm not saying pull your stuff from Amazon.
Yeah.
What I am saying is when you're in control, okay, you should be sending your traffic somewhere that you control. Okay, that it's not sending them over to Amazon, but we'll talk about this here in just a second, right? But you should be sending to places that you control, where you can decide what other people buy, that you own the customer data, and there's a very, very simple explanation for how to make that happen.
Yep.
Jordan, this is problem number 2, right? This is our best guess at how Michael and his team are, where their money comes from, right? And again, remember guys, we are talking about a brand that monetizes probably to the tune of $30, $40, or $50 per subscriber per year, right? A very, very, very healthy brand. Let's talk about this. Where is their money coming from?
Yeah, let's break it down. So we estimated that 60 to 70% of their top line revenue, their gross revenue, is coming in from supplements. And then the second largest revenue stream was book sales. And then the other things, the other smaller revenue streams are coaching, some digital products like we said, the meal plan. And then Mike also has a fitness app that may be bringing in revenue, and then merch like t-shirts, tank tops,
very, very small,
water bottles, shaker bottles, all that.
Maybe YouTube ad revenue might be on here, but very, very small, right?
Yep.
And now here's what I spy when I see a business like this. I take a look at this thing right here, the digital product revenue, and I think that could be enormous for them, right? They have such a big audience. Fitness is such a great space for this kind of thing, right? This number, if we put this in line with what other SamCart top sellers make, I think this next slide is more like where the revenue should be shaking out, right? I think digital product could become the dominant revenue source in this business while still maintaining a really big, healthy supplements business and book sales and coaching and all these other kinds of things that they're already doing. But digital sales is a massive opportunity staring them in the face.
Yeah, and I think the whole pie can grow together. If you grew your digital courses side, then that means more people are going to know who you are, and they're going to trust that when you sell them supplements. So like the whole pie gets bigger, even though maybe the percentages change a little bit.
Exactly, yeah. And if we go back a whole bunch of slides, let me go back all the way to here. So how does Michael and his team monetize, right? Well, think about it. They're pretty much selling these books and things over here on the left so that they can sell more supplements, right? And all we're trying to talk about here is how can we do the same exact thing, but in a way that is going to bring more people into Michael's world. Because we already talked about when they sell these books on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, these other places, they don't get the customer data. They can't control or decide and say, hey, listen, come buy some other stuff. And they make a very, very paltry margin selling these books. They're basically selling these books, right? Almost probably at a loss or probably not doing very well on them, right?
Yeah.
Just for the opportunity that someone might come back and buy some of these supplements.
Yeah, I want to say it's a very long tail marketing play. Like you're going to lose money on the front end with the books, but maybe in the next 2 to 3 months, they'll come back as a customer.
Exactly.
But you won't exactly be sure, hey, did you come through Amazon channel? Did you come from Barnes & Noble channel? We don't know.
And that's why we think digital could be such a massive needle mover for them. It's because it's going to do that exact same thing. Let's bring more customers into this world, but let's profit from them. Let's sell them other things that they can just gobble up and turn, a $10 book order into a $100 order, right? And let's give them a chance to buy all kinds of stuff right there on the spot. So hidden profits in digital, right? When we talk about that, here are the biggest benefits out there about digital products. Number one, you have $0 cost of goods sold, right? So your COGS is a big thing. Especially anybody selling physical products knows what their COG is, right? Cost of goods sold. To create and sell and ship these supplements and even really the books, right, is not a $0 cost of goods sold, but you can achieve that with digital products. It costs you nothing to make an ebook and send someone a digital copy. Number two is infinite scalability, right? Once you create an ebook or a video course or, a download pack of resources or something like that, right? You can send and sell those things to 10,000 people or 20,000 people, 100,000 people. It does not matter. The work is the same.
Yeah. Imagine trying to sell 10,000 supplements or 10,000 units of a supplement and then say, hey, now we got an order of 50,000 units of a supplement. And like the math on that, the warehouse space, the amount of more product and materials that you have to go gather, like Yeah, it
You
just
could
becomes,
crumble.
becomes unmanageable. Pretty
Absolutely.
quickly.
Businesses can crumble and that kind of stuff. And then lastly, you own every single customer, right? So we're going to talk about, again, we built a page for Michael and his team inside of SamCart, right? Where we're going to show you guys how they own every single customer, and you can send your customer on very easy buying sprees, where all of a sudden they can gobble up everything Michael and his team have to offer, right? Using their card on file, using some really, really simple tools, right? And just maximize and completely turn that digital product revenue into an enormous piece of their business. So with that, let's take a look. Jordan's going to take over, and we're going to go ahead and look at what we built for Michael and his team and talk about how can we start realizing exactly these kinds of things and turning that digital product revenue, right, into something that is outpacing everything else that this incredibly healthy business does already.
Okay, let me share this test page in the chat with everybody. So folks, you can go to this page yourself right now and do a test order. Just use the credit card number 4242424242 repeated, and whatever date and expiration and secret code you want to use. And you'll be able to see a test order and kind of walk through the customer experience that we're doing right now. So this is we just use funny enough, we use the fitness template found inside the SamCart Designer, and it was perfect. So we said, let's drop the book in here. Let's sell this fitness book. And this is the landing page. This is the sales page for Mike's fitness book, Muscle for Life. So this is his latest book.
And so remember, we're already off to a good start, right? Because you're literally looking at one page. Imagine, Michael posts his next YouTube video, and if it's related to this book, he could say, hey, look, click the link down below. It's muscleforlife.com or something like that, right? Sends right to this page. Short, simple, quick buying experience, right? Awesome for conversions, awesome for getting more people in the door.
Yeah, this keeps the buying experience very focused. Imagine going to Amazon and say, hey, come buy my book. But then, I don't know about you, Scott, but there's this itch when you buy something on Amazon. You're like, well, what else can I buy now? Or you start
go looking.
You start to think of what else do I need to add to the cart real quick. So by sending it to just this one page, we stay focused as a buyer, and we're just focused on the one book.
Absolutely love that. So this is a template. This is pre-built into SamCart. All we did was just sort of replace some headlines. We replaced some images. We, put some details about Michael's book in here in its place, right? And that's all we did. And now look what's down here at the bottom. Now SamCart's e-commerce prowess kicks in, and we start doing the really, really cool, fun stuff, right? So this is all on the very same page. This looks great on mobile. The checkout experience is second to none. So a customer going to come in, they can start filling out some information. And then down here is where things get really, really fun. Jordan, what are these dotted boxes down here?
These are order bumps. So this is how we're going to increase our cart value from just the $15 book here into multiples of that.
That's why we talked about the idea of selling digital products. Your customers can go on shopping sprees, right? Where you turn a $15 ebook order into, if someone were to come in and say, cool, I would love the muscle meal plan. I want the bigger, leaner, stronger video course, right? You can give a fitness consultation call, whatever you can imagine, you can let your customers add to their order with just one simple checkbox, right? So you can see how the right person is going to come in looking to spend $15 on a book and spend upwards of $260 just because they want everything that Michael and his team have to offer. There is no competitors here, right? You're never going to spend a dime on other people's stuff. Every single customer, the data is completely yours and your brand's, right? So you get a chance to own every single person. Oh, but first, I forgot.
Well, wait, there's more.
But wait, Jordan, what are we doing here?
Your order is not complete. So this is how we introduced the supplement sides of the business. So we were selling the book, and that, like we said, that was kind of the lead magnet, the front end offer, the cheap front end offer, and say, hey, if you are thinking about taking this fitness journey very seriously, go ahead and buy our supplement stack. And it's just, the whey protein, the pre-workout, and you can say like, hey, it's a special offer just for you, just because you're a new first-time customer. And with one click of the button, we don't have to add the shipping address again. We don't have to add the credit card again. We just say, yes, add to order, and it will, boom, add to my order.
Bingo. This one feature right here increases average order value by 68%. Okay, 68% is the number if you add just one of those one-click upsells right there on the spot. And you can see how all of a sudden we have taken a book that costs $15. We have charged a video course there. We've charged a digital meal plan. We've added a physical supplement package and charged shipping and handling. You can charge taxes here. You can take care of absolutely everything, sell whatever it is that you want, and give your customers the chance to go and spend more and more money. We could deliver the digital file right here for somebody. We could go ahead and enroll in our SamCart courses app. We'll go ahead and do that. Hit register.
So you hit register. Scott, talk a little bit about physical sellers, because like that's where I don't know too much about, but like
for sure,
we have integrations where you can say once an order comes through, you send it to your ship station, for example.
Exactly.
What are those integrations?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, if you're selling physical stuff on SamCart, you can package that up and take those orders automatically to wherever you want. You can integrate with ShipStation and have things delivered right to your customers, and ShipStation takes care of everything. You can take those orders and, export CSVs and have, scheduled CSVs sent off to your fulfillment house. You can use Zapier to connect with absolutely anything on the planet. You can use a tool like Orderdesk so that automatically someone places an order on SamCart and, Orderdesk takes their information and sends it over to their shipping partner, and you just have things automatically shipped out for you. There are so many different ways. You can drop ship, you can handle your own fulfillment, you can work with whatever fulfillment house you might need, right? It is super, super awesome there. But basically, all of that stuff is going to be completely out of your hands. You don't have to worry about a thing. And so here's the end result of all this, right? If we took this seriously, if we were to get a hold of their business on Michael Matthews' team, right? And dive in, we would keep those books that are selling on Amazon and selling on Barnes & Noble, let people who are browsing on Amazon and stuff like that find those. No big deal, right? But now, on the next YouTube video, we would be linking to a digital product page sold on SamCart, something that we own, that we create, that we get the customer data from, right? That we get a chance to upsell and showcase other products and, let people go on these little mini shopping sprees. And then all of it would still end up in a very healthy supplements business, right? Every single customer would get a 25% off coupon to go check out some supplements, right? Right there in the receipt, you can customize those right inside of SamCart and say, hey, new customer, here's an awesome coupon. Go back to my store and, grab 25% off whatever you want, right? Sure. But this would be the business model. And my guess is this bottom line right here, this digital product line item would start bringing in way more customers and way more revenue than the books line item on the top, and would start to challenge the supplement side of the business for profitability in the biggest line item in their market. So again, hidden products inside of digital, right? Let's just reinforce this one last time. If Michael and his team were to start taking what they do and turning it into some digital products, turn it into some PDFs, some downloads, some templates, more of these meal plans, video courses, all kinds of stuff like that, right? $0 cost of goods sold, infinite scalability. Send them to 10,000 customers or 100,000 customers, the work is the same, right? They own every single customer. So every single customer can be turned into someone where they are texting about supplements, they're emailing them, they're doing all that kind of stuff. And better than almost anything else we mentioned so far is that you can send your customers on easy buying sprees, where customers are going to turn a $15 book into a $100, $200 order because you let them buy other stuff easily along the way.
Oh, takeaway time.
Takeaway time. Jordan, take us away. Our first takeaway for today.
Digital product profits. Okay, we talked about the supplement business being very profitable. But again, there are cost of goods sold with that. You have to pay for the plastic bottle. You got to pay for the box. You got to pay for the shipping. You got to pay for R&D to make sure you get the recipe just right. All of that costs money before you have even ever sold just one supplement. So one bottle of whey could be $1,000 of R&D leading up to it. And you have to kind of build into the economies of scale, sell more and more to bring down your cost to bring up your profit.
There you go.
So the easier way to do it is just to sell something that is almost 99.9% profit. You build it once and then you sell it 1 million times to 1 million different customers, whether it's, like we said, a course, an online book, or even something like a custom meal plan if you want to. So that's something that can really jack up your profits while still bringing in customers, while still bringing in revenue, and continuing people on that journey from, like we said, the book as a lead magnet into the supplements business.
Absolutely, 100%. Couldn't have said it any better. I would say the world's best business model, right, is digital products. I think right now there is just nothing that beats a digital product brand, and it's even better when made into a 3D shopping spree where someone can go from buying digital to buying a service to buying physical products, and when you can mix and match all those things together, every single business is made better. All we do every day here at SamCart is help customers recognize more money by uncovering ideas and throwing out new offers and helping your customers buy more using their card on file, right? Make it easy for your customers to buy, make it easier for your customers to spend more, and watch what happens, right? Go on 3D shopping sprees where your customers are buying a digital book and then you can sell them a physical something and then sell them a consultation for a service. And when you get all these things working together, you get just unlock whole new levels of growth. It is a wild time.
Yeah, I think that's the number one question we've gotten at this takeover the last couple of weeks is, can I sell different types of products? Like most platforms will force you just to sell digital products, or they'll force you just to sell physical products. But for SamCart, you can mix and match.
Thank you guys all for watching this edition of the SamCart Tuesday Takeover. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the Loom events page to register for more events just like this one. And again, head over to creatoru.com and check everything else we have going on there. Badass resource. Super excited for you guys. Take this to heart. Get working on your next offer and start creating awesome shopping sprees, crossover, product type stuff. And we'll see you in the next Tuesday Takeover. Take over. See ya.